Hello darlings, I am Cassandra. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. In this video, I am going to tell you Abrasax's, the downloaded message from my version of Abrasax that was channeled to me. His idea about as to whether or not using magic is cheating, and also in his opinion, the best magic book that every person who practices magic should use. Now, I don't agree with Abrasax. I'm not an ancient being. I'm not at his level. But I'm delivering the message. So, but first I want to introduce you to this version of Abrasax. And it's a very small space here, and he is a very oh my god, I love him so much. I hope his nails, I need to first of all, let's just start. Let's just look at this beautiful tail. Let's just start with the tail, since the tail is here. And this is the back of his little his crown, right? And then I'm going to turn him around. I want to be real careful with him because he's really kind of tall. Oh god, so these are the legs, and I think I might have pictures in the end, I'm not sure. And this is the, ooh, let me see about this one over here. Let's see. I don't know if you guys, let's make sure, I'm trying to look at the camera, make sure his head doesn't hit anything that falls. So this is one of his feet, which is the head of a snake. But what I tried to do was give the illusion that the head of the snake was use a fabric that represented shoes, so that make sure how far this is going. So these are his. He is anatomically correct, as he should be. Now this is, oh Jesus, is hot. And let me see, can I get his eyes in focus? So this version of Abrasax, can you look? I don't know if I can get his eyes in the camera, guys. He's a different version. Let me get his eyes in focus for this. But I'll let you see. Oh my god, look at that. Look at his crown. Look at his, turn to the side here. His face is just he's very expressive in terms of his feathers and how he wants to look. Oh my god, I don't know if you can see the little spikes on his feet. I want to turn that. If I'm shining, it's okay. He's the star. Okay, so this is Abrasax. This particular version of Abrasax. Oh, let me see. I need a better nail glue, but I don't know if you guys can see. He chose these nails that would match the pattern of his legs. I know I'm just struggling over here, child. I am struggling, okay? I want to deliver his message. Oh my god. Oh, he's so heavy. He's really heavy. He also has a brain. I gave him a brain. No, a real brain. With let's see, I'm making sure everything is okay. I try to keep them in such a sacred, well, I don't want to say it's sacred, but where nothing can happen to them, right? And now he's on camera for the first time. And so we're going to go ahead and get this. Whew, Lord Jesus, I think we might make it through this one. We're going to get this download started. So Abrasax discusses, let's start with in his opinion, this is definitely not my opinion, because I believe the best magic book is words of power. Because I feel like you get to dip your feet in the pool a little bit, like your toe, and get some of the things that you really want. But oh, I forgot, it's not for Abrasax. I do apologize. I'm so sorry. See, this is not about me. Okay, so according to Abrasax, the best magic book that anyone who practices magic, that every person who practices magic should use, according to Abrasax, is Magical Destiny by Mr. Damon Brand. And the reason that he feels that this is the most important book, because he said this is the book that will help raise your vibration, to give you a foundation that will help you select future magic that is for your highest good. Like, so let me just say, he's now Mr. Brand, from my reading, I don't know if he said this or not, but this is what Abrasax is saying, and I'm saying that I didn't see where Mr. Brand discusses the Holy Guardian Angel in terms of the Akashic Records. I don't see him even discuss Akashic Records. But Abrasax feels that your Holy Guardian Angel is a being who has been with you since since your soul's inception, through all of your various lifetimes. And he feels that this mighty divine being knows what is for your highest good. It knows the lessons that you need to learn in various the lessons that you've carried from various lifetimes, the lessons that you've signed up to learn in each lifetime, like maybe even this lifetime, the barriers and obstacles that are holding you back. And when you have a relationship, something is sticking me, guys. I'm so unprofessional tonight. He feels that when you have a relationship with your Holy Guardian Angel, that you may need even less magic, because you are working with a divine being that was assigned specifically to you and for you for your highest good. And he goes on to assert that there are a lot of people who are extremely successful who never use magic because they have a relationship with their Holy Guardian Angel, and they understand the synchronicities, the symbols, the signs. They're able to understand their dreams better. He says that people who have this natural relationship with this divine being who has been assigned to them since their inception, since their soul began, he said these people just seem to be people that we may call lucky, or just things come to them easily, or they don't practice magic, but things work for them because they are working with the ultimate magic, the most powerful form of magic, which is the divine being that was assigned to you by God to protect you, to guide you. Yeah, to guide you. He said people who are extremely successful already have this relationship, even though they may not give it this name. So I thought that was pretty. So that's his argument as to why Magical Destiny is the most important book. He said to think of it as a primer, and because you are preparing yourself, aligning, fine-tuning your own energy so that you will be able to use your intuition, to use the best magic for you, to make the best decisions for you, and with the assistance of the ultimate guide for your soul. And he just feels, oops, sorry. And even if you don't develop a relationship with this divine being, he says this being is always there because they've been assigned to you from, some people use the term universe. I'm going to say God. They've been assigned to you from God. And they know they are created and assigned to guide and assist, support, and protect you through every lifetime. So he says that this relationship is essential to your success. And this book, I don't want anything to fall again. And this book, and I'm going to read the back of it, Magical Destiny, Experience the Power of Your Holy Guardian Angel by Mr. Damon Brand, according to the Abrasax. And guys, I'm just being honest with you. I'm going to give you what I'm going to do. I am going to channel the message that Abrasax has given to me to give to you, because even if I don't want to say even if I don't agree with it, you know what I mean, because I feel that it is a privilege and it is an honor to have been chosen to create this being, and I'm very, I don't want to, it is an honor. And I feel that the best way you honor an ancient entity is by delivering the message that they've asked you to deliver. And like I would tell anybody, always use your own discernment. Always don't let anybody hijack your journey, your life, and tell you what to do. He's just saying that when you have not having a relationship with your a conscious relationship with your holy guardian angel, it's like going fishing without a fishing pole. Going fishing without a fishing pole. Okay, I don't fish. I've never been fishing. So yeah, so he said, so when you have this relationship is going to he feels that it's going to enhance all the magic that you use, because it raises your vibration. This book, it raises your vibration and fine tunes your energy so that you are able to see clearly or understand or see the signs that your holy guardian angel is giving you to guide you for your highest good. Let me look at my notes here real quick, make sure. So it lays your foundation structure. So for other magic, this is what he's saying. And he's saying that you will be more in alignment with what is for your highest good. And he also argues that you may need less magic when you have a relationship with your holy guardian angel. And let's see. And whatever magic that you choose will be very potent and powerful, because it's almost like you have this powerful being assisting your magic or enhancing your magic, or being like a spiritual battery to your magic. All right, now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to read the back of the book from Damon Brand, just so you can see what he's saying. But this is, at first, guys, I have that very opinionated personality, and I want to say, but I don't disagree. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get Abrasax message. And let's read the back of this book here, Magical Destiny by Damon Brand. And it says, let me make sure I have him in focus here. This is his show. Let me make sure. I don't know if he's in focus, guys, or if he's straight. Mr. Here we go, Mr. Abrasax. I'll try to be respectful. Okay. Your guardian angel is already with you, already listening to your heart and soul. This is I'm reading the back of the book by Damon Brand. Your guardian angel is already with you, already listening to your heart And so, knowing your thoughts, your desires, and your dreams. When you act in ways that align with your angelic contact, awareness of your angel will increase. The magic you discover in this book will enhance the connection and make it complete. For most people, life is chaos. It's a string of weird struggles and problems with barely a moment to reach for the destiny you want. You may be tossed and flung through accidents, mistakes, and more suffering than you deserve. With magic, you tame the chaos. You choose. Let me see. Do I have you in focus? He says, Mr. Brand says, okay. He said, with magic, you tame the chaos. You choose the direction of your life. There is no destiny laid out for you to follow. There is no sequence of fated events that you are doomed to struggle through. With magic, you get to say what happens, how it happens, and how your life works out. Destiny is your choice, and your angel will be the guide. Again, Cassandra is holding down her opinions, okay? I'm just delivering the message from Abrasax. I'm reading the back of the book, and I'll just give you briefly a little commentary. Let me see, Abrasax. I want to make sure that you are able to look in the camera. That's what's important, okay? And here we go. And now. So, there are hundreds of books on magic with thousands of spells and rituals. There is so much choice, it can be overwhelming, and you don't know where to begin. It's time to offer you something different, something deeper. By using a sequence of magical protocols, you can make contact with your holy guardian angel. You will gain a direct awareness of the spirit that watches over you. It's pretty interesting, huh? Let me get this turned. Okay. The angel senses your desires for contact and will reach for you as soon as you begin, empowering and supporting your efforts. When you work with the secrets in this book, magical results can occur without you having to perform a single ritual. All it takes is a moment of decision. You will discover 7 protocols for making contact with your angel, a revolutionary method that is absolutely safe and free of disruption, systems and ideas tested by the Gallery of Magic for decades. Let me see. 7 energy raising sigils to align with your angelic power, a process that is free from wands, oils, incense, and robes, magic that works no matter your level of experience, and a focus on practical magic that brings immediate benefits. So this is, he is so heavy. He is so heavy. Ooh, okay. Please let me sit you down, sir. Thank you. Thank you for picking me. All right, so let me just sit him down here. Oh my God, he is heavy. Okay. All right, can you sit here for a second? All right. Whew, my arm needs a break. Okay, so again, I don't know if it's Mr. Abrasax, but Abrasax says that you want to work with your holy guardian angel as to raise your vibration so that you are working with a divine being who's been assigned to you by God since the beginning of your inception, your soul's inception, who has access to your Akashic records. What I'm saying to you now is not in the book, but this is what Abrasax channeled to me, and he knows all of your past lives and future lives and the things that you guys are supposed to be working on. And he feels that when you start with this book and develop a relationship with your holy guardian angel, this will enhance all of your other magic. And and he feels that, well, he said what came through to me is that a lot of people who don't use magic at all, who are very successful, it's because they intuitively, unconsciously or consciously have a relationship with their holy guardian angel. Let me move this over here. Okay. All right, let me get this. Oh my God, I'm just shining. I'm just being a little vain, I think. Oh, guess I'm not light off of me. Okay. All right. So now the other message I have from Abrasax is he answers the question as to whether or not using magic is cheating. I didn't ask the question. I just, when I'm making them, and he is giving me, when I'm creating my Abrasax beings, I just, I listen, believe it or not. I just listen, right? And so he discussed, let me find my notes. He said, some people think that using magic is cheating. And he says, get him back in focus. Abrasax, you're really heavy. He's really heavy. Let's see. He says that, first of all, he said it is impossible to cheat in a system that has already been rigged against you, not in your favor. Like he's saying that. So he says that mindset is very naive, and that you need to always look for loopholes in whatever way that you can to acquire the life that your soul demands, or that you feel that your soul deserves. And so, I'm just like, well, look, in the examples he was giving, it's like, let's just say, for example, people say somebody was cheating on a test, on their SAT test. He said there are so many people who already have the answers to that test. They have friends who worked. He said, now, do you want to cheat on the test? He says that your own ethical and moral belief system is crucial. It's that you never want to lie to yourself, or be dishonest to yourself as to why you are doing something. He also says that it's very important to have a relationship with your shadow self, which, let's just say, for example, you are, say like you're cheating, right? Or you're doing something where the rules are this and you're doing something completely different than what the rules are. He believes that the real gauge is your own value system, your own morals, and your own ethics in terms of what you're doing. If you feel that what you're doing is wrong, then it's wrong. But and then he was giving examples of people who broke laws to save lives, or people who have done things like he even talked about some. I said, what about cheating? He said there's people who couldn't have babies and their spouse cheated, and they were able to be a father, or a father rather. And he was just saying how it was their biggest desire, their biggest dream. And he was just going on and on about different situations where we have to be very careful about what we deem as good and bad, or good and evil, fair and just, because we're not able to see all of the variables and how they play out in history. Like kids who have been born outside of marriages, who have gone on to run, become leaders of nations, to create cures for diseases. He said we have a very short-sighted view of the bigger plan, if that makes sense, of how all the pieces play out together. So he feels that And I want to read this one thing he said in specific. When I was making him, I just stopped really fast to write it down. He said, "It is impossible for anyone to cheat. You are a divine being who has the right to choose when, where, and how you want to grow, learn, and evolve. All choices have natural consequences. They are not inherently good or evil." He said, "But the secret is to never lie to yourself. Always take accountability for your actions when communicating with yourself. And know that you're always creating the type of world that you want to live in." So this is, and I think I said earlier, he said your shadow self, you should always have a relationship with your shadow self. And and what is their backstory. And then he said that all people use deception to get ahead. Like he said, politicians, all leaders. He said even Santa Claus, he's parents, he said there's always some form of deception that we rationalize in order to get what we want. He says, so you need to be very clear about what it is you want to accomplish, what you want to achieve, and using whatever resources that are available to you to create the life that you want without, for the highest good of all. He doesn't believe that, he said to think that using magic is cheating is also to believe that everybody is born with the same level of wealth, same level of opportunities. He said because you're assuming that every person has a father or mother or come from a wealthy family and they have opportunities and they have food. He said no. He said everybody's life is different, and if you look at the world and see how it is truly structured and the haves and the have-nots and how things are, he said you'll see that magic is nowhere near cheating. That mindset is very, the word he uses, unevolved and naive. So, anyway, guys, this is my message from Abrasax, this particular being. Woo! I'm glad I got that out. Okay, and I guess you know what? I'm just gonna save my own opinion. It's not when I'm delivering his message. I just want to be, just want to honor that. But one of the things I do want to say is that my son always says to me, he says, "Ma," he says, "how do you know Abrasax is telling you this and this is not just your own way of thinking?" Because I know how I think. Yeah! I know what I believe. I know that in my mind, even though I understand what Abrasax is saying, and but I still, Words of Power is still my favorite book. I don't want to get into that. But when I was studying for my doctorate degree, and when I had to explain like the different theorists, like we talked about Spencer, who was crazy, and I realized that I was not going to be able to pass my doctoral exam if I would allow my own opinions about their theories to stop me from understanding their perspective. So I would just pretend that I was that person. I would see the world through the lens of the theorists that I was studying, and I enjoyed it that way. So I've always learned that it's so important to respect an energy. Like I even tell my students, like you can, like, let me just give you a quick example. So let's just say I give on one of my exams, I'll say, Erickson and Piaget and Kohlberg and what is his name, Vygotsky, they create a child care center. What would each theorist contribute in terms of their theory? What would they think is important? Because I want them to really understand the vision, each theorist's perspective. And then the final question is, which theorist do you agree with the most, and which one do you agree with the least? Now I'm giving you an opportunity to give your opinion. I have lived my life in this fashion, and I feel like that has made it very easy for me to enjoy learning. is when I'm learning something, I try not to insert my own, beliefs or opinions or my own life experiences. I just take it in, and once I learn it, and then I'll put it through my sifter and decide if I agree with it or not. And I encourage you to always do the same. But it's also, we can't grow sometimes if we can only see the world through our own perspective. I really hope this video helps someone. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darlings, in the next video.